Hi folks! The Hero 6, the GoPro Hero 6, and the one feature on this camera that really excited me the most was the ability to be able to lock exposure. Thank goodness for that! And the improved image stabilization too. That's really great. I know the Hero 5 you could lock exposure on that, but on this camera, wow, it's the 6, it's better, and it works a treat. Not exactly the quickest thing to be able to do if you want to do, an action shot. I mean, on action shots, you probably keep it on auto exposure anyway, but it's particularly if you're cycling, you're going into a wooded area, you're going out into a bright area, you won't be able to do that and cycle very easily on the fly. So you just keep it in auto exposure. But when you're filmmaking with it and you want to have a more professional look and not the exposure going up and down as your panel tilt into light or dark areas, then the ability to be able to lock exposure is fantastic. So let's get straight down to it, guys. Okay, cheers. Okay, to lock exposure, I'm in a video mode at the moment. You can do this in any mode. Hold your finger on the back of the screen. See that square? You see that rectangle appear? We have a small rectangle. Okay, go over to that little arrow just there, that little triangle there, and touch that. And it says locked exposure. But it's not fully locked until you go tick. That's it. And now you'll see over to the left-hand side a little exposure padlock, and it's now locked. But we don't want the highlights blown out. So let's do it again. This time hold your finger down, rectangle appears, and hold the square up there. Most important is to remember to tick. That's it, locked exposure, then the tick. Okay, now it's locked. So now it's set for the highlights. So we have highlights, and of course the shadows are blocked. So it's simple as that. And then just touch onto the screen again. You want to set it back to auto exposure. By default it goes back onto auto exposure. So there you have it, simple as that. And you can then start shooting. GoPro, start recording. Brilliant. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro for Don't swear. It says don't swear at me. Excellent. Okay folks, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Cheers.